Hey guys, welcome back. If you haven't known, I already covered RuPaul's Drag Race episode 1, One Night Only, but now I'm gonna cover One Night Only part 2. So, where we last left off, the girls were left in shambles. The queens just met the second group of queens being introduced into the group. And this whole controversy of traditional club queens versus social media queens was the major topic of discussion. The interaction between the two worlds of queens interacting and having to work on this rehearsal was definitely coming out in the group. You definitely see the newness of some of the queens, of them being pretty much their first time performing in drag, getting ready for drag. The whole fiasco with the twins trying to pretty much set up and get ready for their show kind of shows you how new in the game they are. And the other queens are definitely picking up on that and calling them out, as they should, because this is a competition. The thought that kept running in my mind is that Lucy LaDuca, she sounds just like Ross Matthews in a way. You could kind of hear the voice of Ross Matthews coming out from Lucy LaDuca. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but throughout this fiasco, that was the one thing that was coming into my mind when I heard her speaking. One of the top moments that I look forward in RuPaul's Drag Race is seeing RuPaul's glam look. And today, in this episode at least, he stayed true to his silhouette. It was very RuPaul, very, what is expected, but I would like to see him take chances on other different type of styles, but this for sure is his classic. In watching the One Night Only performance, you realize that 18 queens is a lot of queens to keep your eyes on. But for me, my eyes kind of jumped onto Robin and LaDuca. For some reason, their outfits really grabbed my attention. But it's definitely 18 queens is a lot of queens to pay attention to, especially if they're trying to command the stage and let their presence be known. So that was very interesting to see that. In watching the talent show, there were some clear front runners, some okay, and then there were some that it was just awkward and cringy to watch. Malaysia, she gave a rap performance, which I thought was a 10. Spice was true to her personality and actually looked really good, very catchy. I also gave that a 10, and I was quite shocked because I didn't expect that from her. With Lux, I gave her an 8. But I feel like she could have gave more into her performance. Maybe a nice prop would have been a good addition to it. Next was Mistress. She was very interactive with the crowd, like very strong stage presence. She definitely knows how to perform, and she knows how to market her brand and let everyone know what kind of queen she is. I gave her a 10. Now with Lucy LaDuca, oh my god, I wanted to love her performance, but I was just like, why would you choose to sing live in front of Ariana Grande by choice? By choice. So I gave her sadly a 6, but it was actually a deserved 6. It could have been lower if she wasn't already my favorite, because I know she has so much more potential. Now, in my previous video, I said Marsha was quirky, but she seemed maybe basic too as well. So I was shocked by her performance. She did kind of like a tantric ballet, and it gave all the feels. I actually rated her a 10 as I was watching. Next, my other favorite, Robin Fierce. She was a dancer, and of course, she was so fierce. And that body, 10. Next, we had Irene, and I was like, ugh. The demonstration was a bit awkward. I was like, when is this gonna be over? And I wanted this to be over for her as quick as possible. And you could see on her face how let down she was of her performance. Now, Anitra, who I like to call Baby Detox, I gave her a 10, 10, 10. She is a performer. She knows exactly how to dance, how to do a whole show. I was so impressed by her. But I may be a little bit biased because I love Detox and I see so much of Detox in Anitra. So I know she has high, high, high hopes in this competition and will go far. Okay, I know you shouldn't do this, compare the twins against each other, but I feel like their performance kind of play off from each other. She did a good job. I gave her an 8. I wanted more from her, but I see so much potential in her. It's actually quite surprising given how new they are to drag, but when it comes to performance, they've been doing this for a long time. I can tell. Now, I hated Poppy Princess puppet show. I'm like, what is that supposed to be? I just wanted the puppet to look more gruesome, more ick looking, as an opposite of her and how she was presenting. I gave her a 7.5, and I really thought that she would be one of the bottoms because I felt like her performance was lackluster. Like it could have been much more better for sure. Now with Selena Estitis, she gave a performance that will make me go back on YouTube and watch her performance specifically. She gave me the same experience that I had with Cornbread from the previous season, who had a groundbreaking talent show performance. And I felt like this was her moment. Selena, she was so sexy, so strong, commanded presence, gave what needed to be given, and I gave her a 10. This is, to me, the most perfect performance. I would have actually view her as much more higher as being one of the tops, but we'll see how she plays. I'll get into a little bit more to how she plays. With Amethyst, I needed more from her. I felt like her performance could have been a little bit higher. She gets away with looking good, and so that's why I kind of gave her a rating of 7.9. I just think that she could have picked a better way to showcase her talent. With Aora Maori performance, she did a lip sync. And her performance was good, but I didn't really understand what that had to do with her brand and who she is as a queen. So I was kind of unsure of her performance, and then that's why I gave her a 5. I just thought that maybe her performance should link more better to what her brand is, especially at this stage of the game. 15 seasons, you've seen the others, what they have produced, what they have performed. So I would think these queens could pick a better talent to showcase, especially on this big platform. What I like about Sasha Colby, she's gonna be pretty, but she gives that extra oomph by making it poetry. Her performance was so creative, so out of the box. I just enjoyed her whole time performing because it's like watching art and its development, how it starts, the middle, and the end. I could have watched her perform that over and over again and not be in awe. I gave her a 10 for her performance for sure. Now, Jax is what I call the perfect happy ending. The way he ended the show with his talent, I didn't even expect that kind of talent. There was some queens in prior seasons who have done jump rope as their talent, but the way Jax did it, oh my gosh, it was so creative, so unexpected, so innovative. I gave her a 10. And on top of that, she did flips for us. Like, she didn't even need to do the flips, but that was just extra. And we love an extra queen. Now, one of my favorite parts is the runway looks. So Irene Dubois, she starts us off and her makeup is perfect. Remember, this queen, she is from the House of Bosco. So her makeup is like perfect. 10, 10, 10. I gave her a whole look a 10. Next was Lux. And what I wonder with Lux is that even though I was not too fascinated with her look, I wonder if she's always going to incorporate wearing a hat in her looks. Because if you see in her confessional, she also has like a hat situation going on. So I'll be really interested in seeing how she continues to incorporate the hat into her looks, or if that's even a thing for her. But I would say, for based on her look, I would rate it an 8. Now with Aurora, I always think of this when I see her. Whatever she gets on, the material is always superb, and it sets the look to the tone of the look to making it perfect. For me, I gave her runway an 8. Now, Marsha, of course, if you're gonna do a Chanel look, you gotta do it right, and she did that. I gave her runway a 9. Now, at this point, every time I see Anitra, I want to call her Baby Detox. I give her a 10. It's no question about it. Next. Now, when I saw Malaysia, her look was beautiful. I gave this look that she did a 10. But all I can think about is her comment to how she felt when she realized that water had to be hosed down on her for her first look. So can you imagine if she showed up with this look, her runway look, as her entrance look, knowing that she has to do a photo shoot following it, that she would then be all wet? Oh my God, I could completely understand her. And I can tell, based on the quality of looks that she's turning around, that she's not the one to mess with. I think she's the one we have to also keep our eyes on. I don't know, guys. I don't think I'm a Princess Poppy fan. Like, I'm still trying to get into it. I gave her a 7.9 in this look. I just feel like I need more. I want a lot. Like, I know she's doing the cute girly look, but go all the way with it. I just feel like it needs to be more of a statement. I feel like she's playing it a bit too safe in my eyes. We next have Sasha Colby. Of course, Sasha Colby's gonna give a 10. I thought her dress was so sickening. And what was interesting is actually a dress she had worn prior, quite some years back. So for her to still wear it today and it still fits on the main stage with its glamour and its beauty, that's a testament to her choice, her thinking, and how to stay relevant as a queen. She's here to stay for sure. Now, Selena, she gets a 10. She served. She's always on brand. She did that. I actually like Amethyst's look. I gave her look a 10. That is something I would like to wear if I was to get in drag. I gave her a 10. Even though overall it's not a groundbreaking look, it's a well put together look, and I really like that on her. I just want to see her more develop as a queen here on the main stage. Now, I think this is going to be a thing with me and Jax. I'm always going to be excited what the hell Jax got on. Like, I need to know, what is she wearing? What is she doing? What she's going to do next? I'm always excited to see her. It's just the energy she brings to the stage makes me feel that way, and that's why I give her a 10. Now, the look that Lucy came down in the runway in is why I love Lucy. She looked amazing. Like, this is what a drag queen is to embody, like the shape, the body, the face. Why couldn't she incorporate that in her talent show? I don't know what the hell is wrong with you, Lucy. Girl, you got this. Get it together. Mistress, her look, oh my God, I can't even rate it. It's like 20, 100, 200. Like, she is Texas and representing Texas so well. I love this look on her, and I like how she styled it. Like, oh my God. A queen like her, she can also serve body. I hate that it's always the smaller queens that can wear these type of outfits that serve. I enjoy watching our bigger queens who feel comfortable in their skin and who can show off their skin on the main stage. I just love it. Like, the color, the glitz, the glamour. Her look was perfect. I am actually surprised that she wasn't on top, because I loved her runway and I loved her talent. Okay, at this point, I just love Robin. Anything she does, I give her a 10. She is glamour. Sugar, she was also well too. She gets a 10. Very beautiful, very on character, but not character. So it wasn't like cosplay. I like how they made it, how she made it into drag. But the one critique is that her sister, Spice, who followed her after, she also gets a 10 because she also followed character. She was Ariel as drag, and it wasn't cosplay. However, I wonder if it's always gonna be what one does, the other one's gonna do something quite similar. So that can be a little bit redundant and boring and not as impressive, especially if you go after. It's not gonna be as impressive if the person concept of their performance happens and then yours is similar. It's not gonna take you all the way to the end. I think those two need to start doing their own performances, their own concepts of how they want to present, and not just be a package deal, pretty much. So I was living my moment as an unofficial judge on the RuPaul Drag Race. So I wanted to compare my notes to the judges' notes. And, I see like we're kind of feeling the same way. So let's run this down. The judges' critiques was pretty similar to what I felt as I watched their talent show performance and their runway. What was hard and difficult to hear and see was their critiques on Lucy LaDuca. And it was hard because I know her talent show wasn't the best, but she did make it up in the runway. It's just hearing Lucy tear up a little bit, knowing that she could do better, but then make jokes about how natural her body is as to recover. It gives me some hope for Lucy that her head is still in the game and she hasn't checked out. But overall, I would say I'm in agreement with what the judges feel about the queen so far. I was a little bit shocked to who they put as safe, because I thought maybe some of the safe girls shouldn't have been safe. Could they have been tops? Could have they been bottoms? I felt like there's some critiques in that. I felt that Princess Poppy shouldn't have been safe. I think she was close to being one of the bottoms, because I thought her puppet show, even though she got through it, it wasn't the best. And then her fashion was, to me, in my opinion, not the greatest. But I do think that she was one of the queens I thought shouldn't have been safe. The tops for this episode was Marsha, Anitra, and Jax. And between these three, of course, Anitra, Baby Detox, she was the winner of the 5K cash prize. I'm actually proud of Marsha because, given that her makeup is not as sophisticated as the others, she's still able to produce a talent show. She's still able to produce a look. Jax, I thought Jax was so close to winning this, but I do agree that Baby Detox, she was the winner of this one, but I think it's not gonna be for long until we see Jax making it to a top winner. Now for the bottoms, we have Irene, Lucy, and Amethyst. Now with Irene, I was so disappointed because she was the mean girl. How do you start as the mean girl and now you're being humbled pretty much? I was kind of sad for her because the way she talked, I felt like, okay, this queen, she got it. She knows what she's doing. She's so confident. But I think this may be her wake-up call, because you don't want to end up being a bottom another time in the next episode. Now, Lucy, I was sad. That's my baby. I felt like she was one of the ones I liked from the beginning, and to see her in the bottom was quite sad. Now, Amethyst, I don't know. I like her looks, but I feel like she's still not a front runner to me. We really have to see with these girls how they'll place in future challenges. But these girls have a lot of work to do, a lot of making up to do in their performances. So hopefully we can see their improvement, how they will shine in the next coming up episodes. So now it's elimination, and we have Irene and Amethyst. I was so shocked that Lucy was saved. I really thought she was gonna be lip singing for her life, but we have Irene and Amethyst. And the thing is, Amethyst is like, I memorized this whole song once it came out, so I'm like, the confidence, was strong, and I'm like, I don't know, Irene, if she's an Ariana Grande girl, but in watching the performance, it was so obvious. Like, I had no doubt. Others of the other queens, they were saying, "Oh, it's tight, it's close." No, 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 no. Amethyst, the way she knew the lyrics, she embodied the whole song in her performance. She had this one in the bag. The way I saw Irene on the stage singing the song, I'm like, please move more, be more confident. I know this is not where you thought you would be in the first episode, but you can do more. You should have done more. And sadly enough, she was the one to be eliminated. Her ending, every time they end, they have a little quote they like to say to kind of leave a lasting memory. I didn't felt that way about Irene. I feel like she's not like Vanjie where you're gonna remember Vanjie after the episodes, So I felt like this was a sad ending for Irene, and that the girls, the ones who are in the bottom, this is their wake-up call. And hopefully, the next episodes we see some other unexpected moments to see who's gonna shine, because I was completely shocked, especially by Lucy. I expected way more from Lucy. But don't hold your breath, because I know RuPaul is gonna have a twist for us. I was actually waiting to see, is she gonna be able to come back? Like, what's gonna happen? Is there like a chocolate? Is there gonna be a twist? I'm happy it doesn't seem like there is a twist, because that kind of delays the result of who's gonna be the drag queen of the season. So yeah, I'm happy with this episode. They did a really great job. I was completely thrilled, happy with their performances. So guys, if you like this episode, if you like me reviewing, giving you recaps, please like and share with your friends. It is truly appreciated, and it keeps me motivated into covering more topics like these on my page. So take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.